Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I hope you have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I hope you have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day.
Hi, great.
Right, mate. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, yeah. All right, I suppose. Surviving. Alive, that's all that matters. Well, that's the main point, I suppose.
Well, that helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's you know, the bare minimum you need, really, for life. Being alive. I think,
Yeah, it's a good start.
Yeah, it helps. I think, oh, gosh, what's his face? It says he's going to come along later on. I can't remember his name's now. Bill said he's setting up his Mac in the Beyond. Yeah, how you been? All right? You're in Italy now, is it? Is that why you're Marco Polo today?
Yeah.
You're not going to Venice.
Yeah, so we're three and a bit weeks in. We are in Lake Como.
Okay. One of the guys in the London Loves Comics group, like, he's just been to Amsterdam and he was showing footage of all these amazing comic shops. I don't know if you knew about them, but he's like a load of underground like comic shops with like blinking boxes on boxes. It's a bit late to tell you now, but apparently there's a couple of other good shops in Amsterdam. I don't know if you found them or not when you were there.
Yeah, Graham, I've got the same problem I had last week. I can't. You're all breaking up. I'm not sure I can do this from here.
Okay. It's probably my end.
I mean, I can. No, I think it's probably my end.
I can hear you fine.
Yeah, no, it was the same last week. You could all hear me, but I can't hear. You were all going. You know, what was that old comedian who used to do sort of
Stanley Baldwin, was it?
There was one who went,
yeah,
it'll break up.
Yeah, I know you mean. Oh well. Well, if Bill doesn't turn up, we're probably. Have you brought anything you want to show? If you can hear me, can you see the comments? No, you can't see the comments.
Can't hear. I'm afraid you're breaking up.
Hold on.
I mean, to be fair, I'm stretching the extent of my phone really because it's with some part of Italy. I've got Wi-Fi installed on the mobile home, but it's I think it's asking a lot of it to do a live broadcast from from Italy. I mean, I can see you. But I can't hear you.
Can you see the comment?
Well, I can. No, the microphone's working. It's just sort of. Yeah, I can see this. I can see this. Yes. Yeah, if you type your questions, I can answer them.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. So amazingly, we arrived in this. This is right. We're right at the southern tip of Lake Como, in a place called Lecco. And and we arrived and we decided to cycle into town. So we cycled into the town of Lecco. And as we were cycling back, I said to my wife, stop! Stop! I said, because I spotted a shop and it had got right by the river, it got Magic the Gathering all over it. So I thought, oh, they might have some comics. Stop! So we stopped. Claire kindly waited as I went into this shop, and lo and behold, it was mainly a Magic the Gathering and sort of manga shop, but it did have some Italian comics. So here are my. I only bought 3. I'm probably going to go back there because it was quite a nice shop and the guy was quite nice. So I got this is the Bill.
Hey guys.
Hey mate.
Hey Mark, how's it going, vacationer?
Going good, yeah. I'm just explaining. I'm in the southern part of Lake Como, and I went on a bike ride with the missus, and we were cycling on our way back, and I suddenly said, "Stop! I think that's a comic shop." So unexpectedly, we found a comic shop.
Wow, just like in the wild.
So I do have, I do have 3 Italian comics.
Cool.
So here we go.
I love them.
This is the Batman series 1.
I didn't even know there was a Clayface comic. I'm so out of touch. Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really nice. This is it's a series they're doing at the moment, which is really good, called One Bad Day, Batman One Bad Day, and it picks up each of the villains and sort of has a sort of one-off for each of the sort of major Batman villains. Really good. It's been a really good series. I haven't got this one, but I now have it in Italian.
Oh, so it's kind of an extension of what we saw in The Killing Joke, except for each villain.
Yeah, it's similar. You know, we've got Clayface here.
Wow, I thought that was Swamp Thing.
He sort of. I've tried to read it in Italian. Basically, I think he's an actor, isn't he? He's an actor, and then he gradually takes over. He sort of,
the original one was
he kills off,
and the animated version as well.
I think this is back. This is back to the original, Gray.
Right.
Right.
Where they took them in the animated series, basically.
Okay. Because the original one never actually had the shape-shifting powers. He just had a mask that was made out of clay. I think the original one, Basil Carlo. And it wasn't until the second one that he had the shape-shifting powers, I don't think.
Yeah, what an original name.
Okay, well, this is Basil. This is Basil Carlo, and he does have the shape-shifting powers.
Okay. So they must have... Okay.
So he effectively kills off.
Graham, it's the crisis.
Well, later on, he forms the Mud Pack with the other Clayfaces, the third Clayface, Lady Clayface, and the second Clayface, and he kind of gets their blood and injects it into himself, so he has the powers like later on. But I think it ended up killing him. I don't know what's happening now. Obviously, the new universe, rebirth, whatever, it's all different.
Universe 557.
Well, this is the original. And so he kills off about 6 people, and then he meets up with Batman.
Right.
So there's Clayface.
Oh, I love that.
And he's met up with. It's really nice, isn't it?
Oh, that's
he meets up with Batman, and what Batman does to defeat him. What Batman does to defeat him is he names the people that have taken over Clayface, and each time he names a person that Clayface has killed, Clayface becomes weaker, which is quite nice. And,
like
and we end up with and there's a really nice sort of double page spread here of Gotham.
That's awesome.
And it's really nice, really good quality paper. And then finally we see this sort of picture here with Clayface in the middle, sort of with sort of tendrils going out to different people, which is quite interesting.
Oh my gosh!
And we end up with what's really nice back cover here, with a sort of Oscar with the name of
Carlo,
best actor Boris Karloff.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yeah, really nice Italian production of Clayface. One Last Day. And what's interesting in Europe, you will notice that the publishers of this is a company called Panini.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Stickers.
Comics.
Yeah.
And what is interesting is they don't just do so. That was a DC comic, but they actually also have the license to do all the Marvel comics as well in Europe.
Oh, fantastic! Fantastic Quattro.
A Fantastic Quattro. Numero uno.
Fantastici. Fantastici, right?
Oh, maybe. I have no idea.
Fantastici Quattro.
Maybe.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Show that cover again, please.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Look at that artwork. Is that American artwork?
Really nice.
Really Italian artwork. And what's the thing? Oh, is that the thing? Really? Oh, it looks like the Hulk far away. That's kind of funny.
It looks like Clayface.
Yeah, the internal artwork is a bit hokey.
The thing used to be the same height.
But it's a nice sort of
storm. Oh my gosh! Look at
I heard a rumor today that Margot Robbie is going to play Invisible Woman in the Fantastic Four.
Yep. And what's his face?
That would be great, wouldn't it?
What's his face from Star Wars is going to be Reed Richards. What's his name? Popular actor. He was the last Sith. What's his Adam Driver.
Oh, right. Okay. That would be good as well.
Yeah, not bad. For Reed Richards. And
Ben Solo, is it called?
I mean, and I've heard all sorts of rumors about Ben Grimm. I've heard it's going to be Jason Segel, but I have nothing else to tag that on except that was a persistent rumor early on. And he was set to be in episodes as the Thing in She-Hulk, but that was scrapped for some reason. So,
okay.
So, Bill, have you been getting all your clothing from Fart Fashions?
Yes, Fashion Fart. When you're too frou-frou to go to the mart, you go to Fashion Fart. And thanks. Right. I love that stuff. As a graphic designer, what slays me is going down the road with billboards hitting me, and it's a beautiful graphic or whatever, but you drive past it and you don't have a freaking clue what you just saw or what the business was or anything. And then if you get a logo that looks very much like it could be something else, then that's no good either. And Fashion Fart is a perfect example of that. I believe it's supposed to be fashion art.
I guess I think that was probably it.
Right.
Yeah. So fashion art becomes Fashion Fart, and you would sell 10 times more merchandise that way if you had Fashion Fart on it.
Maybe.
It's genius, actually, but I'm afraid it's misplaced genius. But but no. So I can't think of the actor's name now, but there's a new Lex Luthor in the building. It's a character actor.
So I'm going to show my last one because I can't hear anything you're saying. So the last one is a DC.
Sure. You can't hear me?
No, his end is.
How about now?
No, it's not you. It's his end,
same
Bill.
Same as last week, Bill. You're all breaking up, so I catch about every third word.
Gotcha.
Anyway, last one. It's a nice Batman in Italian.
Love that.
Saluti da Gotham.
We salute Gotham, I guess.
I have no idea what it's doing. Oh, a nice Batman. Man and stuff. Ooh.
That's no Liefeld torso either. It actually looks like a human torso.
They're actually really, really good quality production. I mean, the print quality and the paper quality is better than the American, stuff.
The paper gloss is beautiful.
Yeah, so I might be going back to this comic shop to have a discussion with him.
But
the only problem is, as I said last week, I'm collecting Watchmen in all the different languages.
Right.
And he hadn't got an Italian Watchmen, so I might have to go to Milan to find a comic shop with that.
Oh, Milan probably has more comic stores than any city in Italy. Milan is famous for
probably. Yeah.
No, that's what I've heard. I don't know. I haven't been there yet, but I do want to get there. But yeah, I hear Milan is the place. So you're gonna have. I think. You're
do you? Okay.
Choice. I think you're gonna have choice. Oh wow, that's gorgeous.
Don't show these yet. A couple of guys picked up. Don't know, on a whim, I got a few old UK annuals.
Oh,
don't know why.
Really nice.
Yeah, 1979.
That's
action.
nice, right?
You can tell it's the year that Jaws came out.
Hookjaw.
I mean, everything was Jaws because of that damn movie. There were two cartoon characters based on
Lion
Jaws.
Annuals from
Oh, look at that.
1982.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh my God.
Archie the Robot.
What year is that?
82.
82? Oh, okay. I just couldn't read the numbers. Wow.
And then
very nice.
78.
Oh my gosh. That lion stuff is just gorgeous, isn't it? Oh my gosh.
Robot Archie. Sip Nolan.
Have you had those for a long time, Greg? Have you had those for a long time, or have you just picked them up?
Just bought them. Just bought them off someone on Facebook.
Whoa, that's awesome! I love hearing that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
very good. I presume you paid a few quid for each one.
Not much. Not a great deal. I can't remember now. I think it was £4 each or something like that.
Wow, that's a steal.
That's £4 each, I think.
Wow, that's amazing.
Forget now.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah. And they're beautiful, and they're 50 years old practically. So
yeah, this one I think I actually have already. I remember having this as a kid, and I thought to myself, I might have this upstairs still. I can't remember now. I might have actually bought a double.
Oh my gosh!
I think that's worth a few quid, Greg. That one. I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Hey, look, corner cut
off. Oh. Not like what I got from my buddy.
Yeah. You've got a corner cut off, mate.
I know. I don't have a cut off on mine.
Mum and Dad didn't want little Johnny to know how much they'd paid for his Christmas present.
See, this one's got corner cut off as well.
Someone bought that one with their own allowance, Mark. What's
corner cut off as well?
Oh yeah, I love Archie.
Didn't
they update that character somewhat? Or
Archie? I'm not sure. I don't know. They have, so I think 2000 AD have got the properties for these now, and they've been like doing stuff with them. I think they did an update on a few old British characters recently, like Sergeant Steele or something, like a robot soldier guy, and also Death Wish, who was a stunt rider called Blake Edwards. And he was a stunt rider. He had an accident. His face all got burnt up, so he has a death wish. He's doing more and more dangerous stunts because he wants to die doing a stunt kind of thing. So that was his story.
That sounds like a cross between Clayface and Ghost Rider. Figured. So then, yeah. So tell us about any cool stuff you've seen in the last week, buddy. I bet you've seen some cool stuff.
Oh yeah, we've what have we done? So we've I mean, it all sort of mixes up into stuff. But we did we've been doing Lake Como for the last few days. So we went up we drove along the coast road up from Como, and it's like really narrow, and we've got a motorhome, so that was fun.
Oh boy!
and then an Italian guy stopped and started swearing at us, which was fun. And
Wait, how do they do it? Okay.
And we actually we went to a campsite in a place called Dongo, believe it or not, Dongo, which was on the side,
Dongo Congo,
right on the side of Lake Como, which is beautiful. I mean, it's about 35 miles long, about 3.5 miles wide.
That's a big lake.
It's a big lake.
Yeah. Is that where Perry came from?
Mountains on each side. You know,
Okay.
So you got lake, you've got mountains with snow, still snow capped.
Oh wow!
Really, really beautiful scenery. I mean, it was absolutely glorious. So, and then when we were in Dongo, it was on the sort of lake side. So we got a boat. We did a day cruise. So we got a boat and we took this boat, cruised down Lake Como, stopping off all the little stops, all the little villages, right down to Como. Had some lunch in Como. Is it Grandpa Kyle?
Grandpa again, I think. He said he wasn't going to be here because he's
it's Papa.
Have their new grandchild. Is it coming on? What's happening
right now?
Why isn't it working?
She's up there pushing right now.
Oh, you haven't had it yet.
The grandmas are in the room.
Have you got him? Are you listening to him? Has he arrived?
Yeah, we've got him. I've got him.
Oh, well, I'm just sitting here looking at 3 people still.
Kyla's arrived, but the baby is still in production.
Okay.
The baby.
Yeah, any second now. Literally any second.
Sweet ass time.
Right, the babies are like that.
Yeah.
Damn,
baby.
Any second.
It's a girl, is it, Kyle?
Yeah. Yep. She's right up there. So.
Wow.
Yeah, the wife and the daughter-in-law's mom are in there with the son, and any minute I'm gonna get a message that says, "Okay, Papa, I'll come upstairs." So,
well,
Are you smoking a cigar?
There we go. So,
not yet.
Smoking a cigarette. Nah, I thought I got the message right there, but that just said okay to my last message. So,
okay,
I'm waiting out here till they get to a point where I can go up there.
So how many grandchildren is that now, Kyle? Is that number 3?
That's number 3. That's number 3.
Cool.
Congratulations.
Though technically,
what about your mum? What about your mum? Is she there?
No. My mom can't even get out of the town she's in. But I mean, there's a lot of technicalities here. My grandson, who everybody knows, is from my first wife. Her boys are from her first husband. So even though the grandkids are hers, this is her first biological.
Right.
So, of course she stakes claim to all the kids. But and the other grandchild, which is in the middle, is actually my son's wife's first husband's kid. So this is their kid together.
Oh, okay.
Right.
All right. Okay. So this is a bit special. Okay.
This one's a big one. When
you say this one's biological, it makes me think the others are robots.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But yeah, I figured I was out here.
Congratulations,
I could peek in on you guys and say hi and show you how pretty it is out here.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. Well,
just
thank
like a nice
you.
day.
The weather's not bad either, but
I did say you're gorgeous, not. If I was going to say any of us were good looking, I'd probably say it was Mark. Mark looks like a distinct gentleman.
Bill.
Nowadays, I'd come in dead last.
Bill, what a gentleman you are.
It's true. In Italy, they might confuse him for one of the old Roman gods, like Zeus or Jupiter or something like that. I could just picture it.
So Del Toro, what show is it this week? There's a certain show I'm watching.
He's from Texas. They quite like cow in Texas.
Well, and so, yeah, and so Del Toro showed up in some series I'm watching. I'm trying to remember which one now, but he's great, and he's what show is it? I'm gonna have to look it up. But I thought of you, Mark, because you guys look so doggone alike.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He's a genius in I think Shape of Water is one of the best all-around movies to come out of Hollywood.
Did you see the series he did? He did a whole series, didn't he? A whole series on Netflix, like Cabinet of Curiosities or something like that. Was it called?
I haven't watched that. I'm sure it's great.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Not bad at all.
Yet another guest.
Sorry, who are we talking about?
Fairly soon.
Del Toro.
Benicio del Toro, or not
Benicio.
Toro.
Not Benicio del Toro, or not Del Toro, but Doug Jones. You said The Shape of Water, and Doug Jones, the actor that played that, and played,
he's also in Star Trek,
Sapien and Hellboy, and played the Silver Surfer.
He's also in Star Trek. And
I grew up with the kid's family. I used to run troubled youth programs with his brother.
Wow!
So I can get Doug on the show. It's just knocking down time. But
that'd be awesome. He's a fantastic actor, and the reason he's gotten all these great roles, and you may know this, Kyle, is that he's one of the few actors that will still do practical effects and allow himself to get made up. He doesn't feel self-conscious or what do you call it? Claustrophobic about it at all.
Well,
and that's why he was the Silver Surfer, practical effects, Shape of Water. It took like 4 to 5 hours a day to get in that makeup.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy is just, but he's in the character he plays in Star Trek is practical effects and also requires a lot of, but he sounds different in every one. He's also in What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
He's great in that, by the way.
I'm gonna tell some tales here that would be a good laugh for you. But his first professional gig was Mac the Knife. Mac Tonight. Mac Tonight. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know why I said Mac.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was the original Mac Tonight model.
And he sang. He sang too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never heard of Mac the Knife, but not Mac Tonight.
It's the McDonald's half moon or the quarter moon.
Oh.
Mac Tonight.
I'm going to tie this into comic books really hard. Up until he did Surfer, his biggest comic book part was in Batman 2 with Keaton.
All right.
What was he?
There were 2 clowns, and one of them put a bomb on the Batmobile. Doug was the one that put the bomb on the Batmobile.
Okay.
Wow. Who put the bomb in the Batmobile? Who did it?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
We lost Mark in the Como Mountains.
Yeah. He's having troubles with the sound anyway. He can't hear half of what I'm saying, I don't think.
Yeah.
So he can't. It's not easy for him to.
He's deep in the Congo.
Yeah. It's like when I'm having bloody troubles, I get.
Did you just say he's deep in Perry Como?
Yeah.
Gray made the Perry Como remark.
Yeah.
That's where Perry's from.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. Oh, and here's something. So, Gray, you may know, I don't know if you guys have the Sugar Bear character in England, but we had a character for years called Sugar Bear, and he does super sugar crisp cereal. And everybody always assumed that he was a knockoff on Bing Crosby because he kind of evolved into that. But originally, he was a bear version of Perry Como.
Okay.
Perry Como, not, and the 2 guys to me sound completely different. But
so Sugar Bear, not to be confused with Huggy Bear from Starsky.
Yeah. Right. Antonio Fargas.
I would have thought that Sugar Bear was Kyle's, his wife's pet name for him.
Yeah.
I guess imagine Mrs. Kyle calling him Sugar Bear.
My nieces and nephews call me Big Bear.
Big Bear.
My nieces and nephews have called me Big Bear for like 30 years.
Big Bear.
Because I'm the big scary guy. When bad guys come around, I scare them off.
Oh, I bet you do. You scare me and you're my friend. So.
It's not because you hibernate for months on end.
No.
Yeah.
No, bad boyfriends would get in the mix and I'd step in and put the into them.
Were you ever a bouncer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, I've got decades of service as a bouncer, bodyguard, and stuff like that.
You know who else was a bouncer for like 10 years? The Pope.
There you go.
Yeah, when he was getting his I believe it's a PhD in chemical engineering. Something.
Michael Clark Duncan, Bruce Willis. There have been a lot of bouncers like that.
Yeah. And John Goodman was a bouncer also.
I've got to say, I'm surprised the Pope was a bouncer. Citation needed, I feel, on that one.
Oh, really? Let me find something, because I will tell you right now, it's absolutely real.
Yeah, a lot of.
Surely you think someone who went on to become Pope would have been like a priest, like for all his life?
He was I mean, he's 80 something now, but he didn't become a priest till his late 20s. So
a lot of those guys did stuff like boxing and stuff like that.
I know John Paul II was a footballer, wasn't he? He was a goalkeeper, wasn't he? John Paul II.
He was goalie, yeah. I think you're right.
Yeah. Interesting. Got busy week this week. I've got free comic book day on Saturday, and my local comic shop does half price on back issues. So I'm going to try and scrape some money together. And then Sunday I've got the Comic Mart in London, so I might go along to that and spend a bit of cash there as well.
Hey, man.
See if I can get some deals. Going to buy a bit of stuff as well to sell on.
Okay,
buy it cheap, sell it on.
Okay, so Pope Francis, then known as Jorge Bergoglio, I never knew that was his last name. Jorge Mario Bergoglio. Worked as a bouncer in Buenos Aires, Argentina, before becoming a priest. Fact.
Blimey.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. There's hope for you yet, Kyle, that you could attain the papal.
I actually now have become Catholic. I'll help you with that.
Yeah. We'll look for the white smoke to come out the chimney and them to choose you. Is it the white smoke or the black smoke for the decision? The white smoke's the decision, isn't it? Oh, yeah, so he's already got Christian ministry. He's halfway there. He's halfway there.
Yes, man.
I can just imagine Carl in a funny pointy hat. He'd make a great pope.
I've been an ordained minister for almost 25 years.
Yeah, I'd be saying.
For almost 20 years.
Yeah. Is that all tax scams? You haven't got to pay any tax? Is that what that's for, Kyle?
Nope. Never, ever used it for that. Just for weddings and funerals mainly, and writing.
Yeah, to officiate.
Yeah.
That's a big deal over here, that you be licensed somehow.
I had a mate in a band who, he I don't know, he did something, but somehow he got ordained as a priest as well. This guy from he was in a band called Gore Rotted, and he became like the Reverend Trudgill or something like that. Just some kind of specious made up thing, but somehow, he applied for it or something, and he paid some money, and apparently he's official, but I don't know what it was about. But
there's silly online stuff. That thing, World Christianship Ministries, is the largest in the world.
I think I should have my own cult. Grayism should be the thing.
Yeah. I'm definitely a Sufi fakir too, so if people don't like that, they gotta go.
Your cult would be called the Gray Area.
No, I've always looked at you, Carl. There's a fakir if I saw one.
Gray Area 51.
The gray patch.
Gray Area 51.
That actually is not far off my email account. Grey Area is part of my email.
Oh, I love that.
Hotmail. But it's Grey Area 69. That's when I was born, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it has nothing to do with your pubis, huh?
Wait, what?
I don't know what you're saying.
Kyle and I were both born before you, so.
Yeah.
And Mark was born even before us. So
Yeah.
My wife was born just before you, Graham.
Okay. Good. Is she there with you as well? Your missus?
Son will come out
and
tomorrow.
my wife was born before you too, dude.
So,
Fair enough.
just in case you're curious, hold on.
Where's your wife then, Bill? Is she downstairs, or you got your like got your own room?
Well,
Do that.
my wife is a VIP with the big company here, and she
Working.
so she well, we actually had lunch together today because it's her assistant's birthday, and we always go to this place called Papado's.
Okay, cool.
Asian restaurant here, and so we got to see each other. It was great. But typically, I just work out of the back of the house in my studio I built, and then she works over there, and it works out really well. But I wind up having to do a lot of chores around the house during the day when I really should be, making money.
Yeah. I went out for lunch today myself. I went out to meet my aunt's husband. Well, he's kind of my uncle, I suppose, as soon as he married my aunt at some point. But
I was trying not to be rude and only wanted to show him from the back, but that was an Amish couple going up there. There was an Amish kid giving birth in the room next to hers.
Oh,
okay. Wow. Are they allowed to do that in hospital? I thought I had to avoid all that kind of stuff.
No, the technologies, not the hospitals.
Right.
That's why I said I just kind of wanted to have a glancing shot of the back of them.
They can't have any machines that go bing or anything like that in the room when they're giving birth. I'm guessing.
Can't have them go Bing Crosby.
Or Terry Como.
It's come full circle.
Or Sugar Bear.
Sugar Bear.
Okay, well, Sugar Bears, I'm going to meander into the hospital, so I got to check out. But
yeah, all right, mate. Good, best of luck with everything. Talk to you soon.
10 fingers, 10 toes. If I get kicked back out in a minute, I'll jump back on if you're still on.
All right. See you later, mate. Live long and prosper, I think Bill's trying to say.
That's right. So Gray, have you been, did you just get back from seeing your dad or somebody?
Oh, last week I was at my dad's.
And how far does your dad live from you?
About 60 miles, I think. I'm not too sure. I don't drive, so I go on the train. I think it's about 60 miles. I'm not sure. I don't know the distance, to be honest. About 40 minutes on the train.
Oh, that's not bad. In fact,
no, not too bad.
Great.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. So you just hang out there with your dad and help him?
Yeah, I go and see him. Once a month, and we do a podcast. I do a rock and roll podcast with him. Catman Jack's 50s hop.
I love that, man. I love that. That is. If my dad was around, I'd do a podcast with him too. Right?
Yeah. Well,
a long time ago.
Yeah, we started when my mum died nearly 10 years ago, and when my mum passed, because they were never married, mum and dad. But when my mum died, I thought, I need to go see my dad more. I was so very regular anyway. But I thought, why don't we? If I do a podcast with him once a month, that gives me an excuse every month to go and see him.
Oh.
So I see practically, try and see him every month, basically. Okay. While there's still, months left to see him in.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But he had his 85th birthday at the end of March.
85. That's
yeah. Yeah.
It's so funny. My mom was 6 years older than my dad, and my mom, who was in her 40s when she had me, she would be 100 this year on Halloween. Isn't that crazy? It freaks me out.
Wow.
Because I never thought of her really as old.
No.
Especially because she was a young acting person.
Right.
I think that's kind of where I get it from, But people are always surprised at how old I am because of how, infantile I act, I guess.
Young at heart, mate. It's always good to be young at heart.
I know. And
I sort of spend half my time feeling young at heart and the other half feeling like an ancient old thinking with an old flat, you know what I mean?
What up, bub? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, absolutely, buddy.
I spend most of the day thinking I'll do something. I'll do something in a minute, and then just spend the whole day laying on the sofa doing bugger all, practically. Apart from going out to see me uncle. But yeah, you bought anything interesting lately?
Get my volume right. Okay.
You bought anything new lately?
I'm trying to think. I have. Let me look. Talk for a minute. Let me go look.
Okay. Let's just go through a pile of comics that happen to be sitting on the side here. Here's my pile of comics for the two people who are watching that need to be put away. I'd rather wait till you come back so I can show it to you. At least I'll get some I get some answer in me. What else can I do? Might have a packet of fish and chips. Tasty fish and chips, lashes of salt and vinegar, flavor baked snacks. Let's look at the what do you call it? It's yeah. I fancy them, but I won't. I had a packet already today, and I did. What else did I got? Got myself some new toothpaste. Exciting stuff on this stream, and some sellotape. All right, let's go through. You never watch my show that we do on Saturday? Oh, you was on it, weren't you? Cover Slingers.
Yeah,
you was on it.
I've never been asked back, so I figured everybody hates me.
Well, we did. Obviously, we hated you, but obviously, there's also not been any spaces. But,
well, let me in. Let me in when you can. I loved it.
Yeah. So this week the theme. I actually won this week, and the theme was children. So I'll show you the comics that
was your first win
for a while. No, I actually won a couple of weeks back as well. So this is
wow.
This is two in fairly close proximity. I think I was last week. I was last. Beautiful. Week before I was first, and then this week again I was. There's a nice little girl stopping the fire truck.
Oh, I love that.
More frightened kids carrying away from monsters.
I love it. I love it.
Super baby.
Me, I'm sad.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is Super Baby talked just like the Bizarro.
The Bizarro, yeah, always.
Yeah, I always thought that was weird.
Here's Delinquent Superboy. Have you seen this one before? Delinquent Superboy.
I saw Wolf Superboy. He was
running with wolves. That's happened a few times. There's been on a few comics here running with wolves. This was my backup. I didn't go this round in the end, but it's the Green Team.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is that an American copy?
Yeah, 25 cents.
Okay.
Couple of metal men. I've been trying to clip this run sort of slowly. Well, this one's yes, there's a sense copy as well. This one's got Mark Jewellers in it. What you were saying at DC, it's hard to get Mark Jewellers in DC. You didn't get them so often, but this one's got a Mark Jewellers. Silver Boy again.
Awesome. Super
Baby.
Look at that, man. That's a late Super Baby cover too.
167. Right. Strange Adventures with a little bit of DC Silver Age guerrilla fun.
Love it. That's awesome.
Yeah. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty. No, I'm innocent. I tell you, innocent. The amazing trial of John Gorilla Doe.
I love that, man.
A bit of Marvel just for, because it's got to have Marvel every now and again. Thing and Rom.
Oh, I love that. That's a great team up.
Well, this one, this is a Silver Age classic reprint, but I don't know what. Apparently, this is the first appearance of the new look Batman or something. What changed about him? Do you know?
Mainly, it was his cowl, and now had a permanent black part in front, and then his eyebrows also showed, and he But the main thing is the yellow oval behind the bat symbol. Yeah,
that was a new look, was it?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Sorry, that's not a big key, is it? That they've made a reprint of it. Probably is known comic book.
Crazy? I think it's an important thing. Oh wow, Flash.
The Flash. Bit of Aquaman. This is just my pile of comics that needs to be put away.
Oh, I love that.
Nice bit of Superman. I've ordered a couple of comics online as well. Actually, I've got a few Lois Lane on the way.
You, of all things, I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, I'm big. Got big into Lois. Lois and Jimmy. I love a bit of Lois and Jimmy now. It was only a couple of years ago. I got my. Actually, it's probably about 5 years ago now. I got my first Lois and Jimmy, but now I'm like,
I think they're as good, if not better, than the Superman comics at the same time period.
Yeah, just crazy stuff. Just stuff. There's an article in this one. Like this is Lois Lane 100, and it gives you like a history going all the way up to 1970. I made a video of it on my YouTube channel. Check it out, mate. Check it out.
I will.
There's another Lois. Sexy Lois.
Wow. I can't.
This is my comic books from a couple of. This is last week's Cover Slingers, and the theme was damsels in. No, sorry. Before that, this was from Women in Charge. I think it was Women in Charge. Yeah, that was it. And so I said I put this one up as being a woman in charge because the way I saw it, Batgirl was taking over the comic book.
Oh yeah.
So I said she's in charge. You know, she's commandeering the cover from Batman and Robin, but I didn't get no blinking joy from anyone on the panel or Matilda. So
nobody realized that wasn't the case. That was just her first appearance.
No one agreed with my assessment because the fact that she was taking over the cover meant she was in charge. That's what I was trying to say. Anyway.
No, it was just their way to premiere the character.
Yeah, of course.
Premiering on ABC at the same time.
Yeah, that's right. There for the show. Yeah. Well, this is another one I did for Women in Charge, and again, this one got no bloody well.
Yeah, that works. That works for Women in Charge easily.
Yeah, I thought so. She's taking over the cover, so she's in charge of the cover. So this one, I thought was the greatest epitome of a woman being in charge, but I got fucking panned for it. So Batman and Robin in the Batcave. That woman's destroying you, Batman, and you won't admit it. Either she goes or I do. And Batman says, the door is that way, chum. Goodbye. So the way I saw it, this woman is able to make Batman do what she wants without even saying a word. She's got him,
yeah,
she's got him so much under the thumb on this cover that she doesn't even have to say anything for him to tell Robin to sling his hook. But he was like, no, that doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. I was like, fuck you guys. This is the best one ever.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you saying? What are you saying? This is the embodiment of woman being in charge.
Exactly.
But never mind. I might have shown these Batman before. Yeah, I think I might have shown these ones before, but this just goes to show I need to hurry up and put them away. They're building up now. It's a couple of frauds. Because I don't know what your file system's like, but mine's a right pain in the ass because I haven't got much space. So my comic books are literally, my boxes are piled on top of each other. So I have to juggle, I have to move like.
You have to play Jenga to get,
Yeah, exactly. I have to move a crap load of comics to get all the comics out. Fantastic Four.
Love that.
Nice Dragon Man.
I love Dragon Man.
Oh, that was for the woman in charge as well. This Thundra. I don't know if I showed that one in the end because I'd already shown this one.
I'm surprised she hasn't shown up in the cinematic universe yet.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I think she might be a bit dated though, isn't she? She's like kind of Superwoman's lib. I think they might
kind of like Wonder Woman for the Marvel universe.
Yeah,
from an all-women cast.
Society. Yeah, they'd have to change. This is Woman in Charge. We're thinking Sue's got this one.
That was a crazy cover.
Yeah,
that was Sue Storm.
Yeah, I know.
Or Sue Richards, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah, Sue Storm. Well, Sue Richards' knee Storm. Yeah, I thought I showed this one already.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, it's a great cover, this one. And this one I showed in, we did Crash covers one week, and this is one I showed in Crash covers.
I love that one so much. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's a good cover. So that's all the comics that I've got lying on the side, waiting to be put away. My read list is practically, my read pile is practically run out, actually. Got a couple of, my local comic shop guy, he does his own comic.
Yeah.
And I've got them in the box I need to read. They're I kind of bought them off him, and I was like, "Oh, go on then." I don't think they're all right. I think, but I did have number 1, and he had the other 3 there, so I thought, screw it. He gives me a discount on the back on the 50. He gives me. I go in there and I get like 100 of the 50p comics for 40 quid, so I get a tenner off, and then I sell them on, kind of thing, to try and make some scratch for other things, you know.
That's awesome.
So I thought only fair. I bought his comics off him.
That's awesome.
Got a couple more lying on the side that I'm trying to sell.
What is that?
Friday the 13th.
Oh wow, I love that.
Are you
going to sell those annuals you just bought?
I wasn't really planning on it, to be honest. I might do. Why, do you want one?
Yeah.
If that action turns out to be a double, you know,
I'll be happy to trade you something for that. Hey, that's gorgeous. Okay, so I found this, which I haven't shown him yet, but I'm going to send it to him when I send him his care package. But this is a very rare Comic-Con only Mad with a parody of the Watchmen.
Yeah.
And it's very rare. This cover never appeared on an actual magazine. You could only get it at Comic-Con. So
wow.
I think he's going to be extremely happy with this.
Who's that for?
Mark.
I thought he might be, yeah.
Because of all his Watchmen collection.
Technical to Watchmen, yeah. Here's something. I don't know if you'll be interested in this at all. This is a fanzine that I used to do. This is a heavy metal fanzine. This is the only reason I've got it downstairs is because one of the bands that are in it wanted me to send them a copy of the interview because they're doing like a retrospective on their careers or something like that.
That's fantastic. What a crazy cover that is.
Not too bad. This is the Kentucky Fried Afterbirth was the name of the fanzine.
I love that. You're so weird, dude. That is hilarious. Oh my God! You basically used the Bat Baby, Bat Baby grown up as your. I love that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, this is from 1998. This is a long time ago.
Watching us today, reach out, please.
We've had 2 people watching all through, but no one's left a comment, so it's never mind. Such is life. Oh well. I think Nevs was. He left a comment saying he didn't. I don't know. He can't come on tonight for some reason, but maybe he'll come back next week. He didn't come on last week. There you go. Eric Boyd liked the Mad Magazine parody. We do have someone watching.
Good. Eric, I'll show you some other pages since you like it, and since I don't have a lot to show today. Hold on a second, and we'll get into this. Because honestly, it's really a pretty doggone spot on parody.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Here's the cover of the comic itself. It's a
whoopee cushion.
Yeah, with
Watchmen
blood, and then
oh wow, that is pretty close, isn't it?
Yeah, very close. Very, very close. In fact, if this isn't drawn by Dave, someone who's doing a really good spot-on parody.
Right.
They have the nine panel pages, right? I mean, they really paid attention to detail here, and shows Lori throwing herself at night.
Damn.
Hey, is it hot in here? Is it just me? So I absolutely love this stuff. And then here's the Rorschach part. And then, hold on, folks. Oh, I guess, is this throughout the entire... No, okay. Okay, this is the last page, I guess. Or is it? I should have looked through this before I did this, but it's so much funner this way, right, folks? Not.
Yeah.
And this is the last page.
Yeah, it looks very close, isn't it?
It's one of the best comic parodies they've ever done, because they did get it so close. And then
even the color looks dead on.
So they did this funny thing where they made up all these fake comics, and Super Harvey Picarman is one of them.
Who's Harvey Picard?
Harvey Picard is the guy who did the underground, above ground comic called American Splendor.
Okay.
And black and white. And in fact, it became an Oscar-winning movie.
Okay.
And like a docudrama of the real Harvey Picard. And he was just a working guy who wanted to do comics. And so I enlisted people like Robert Crumb, a lot of great artists to help him. And he was a frequent guest on David Letterman. And he got all pissed off at David Letterman and act like he was going to walk out and go, Dave, why do you say this stuff to me? You know, it was hilarious. So he was a bigger than life kind of person and comic lover. But yeah.
A bit eccentric, was he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Very eccentric and very just weirdo. But you know, I'm not weirdo in a bad way, folks. But, and this also has a bunch of Sergio Aragonés cartoons, comic lovers.
Yeah.
Why we hate them. I'm a Mad Magazine buff. I really am.
I used to have a few Mad and Cracked as a kid, but I never kept them in good condition, or I never became keeping them.
People did. That's why in good shape go for a lot of money these days. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cut it short this week, if that's okay, Greg.
Yeah, no worries, mate. That's fun, mate. Yeah.
Well, it's always great, but it's hard to do more than an hour if it's really just the two of us, just because.
Yeah, I've got nothing to say. I normally rely on you guys to go off on some tangent or start making up your own jokes about stuff and leave it at that.
I love that, and just let us know. Yeah, no, you're good at that. And
the time before I couldn't come on. The time before that, I couldn't blink in my camera, my computer was being crap, and I couldn't believe we'll join in.
Now because today's you haven't dropped
one. It's been all right today, but so far it's been all right. Yeah, but I've not tried to open any big windows or nothing. Yeah. Thanks, Eric.
Who is that? Eric? Hey, thank you very much. We enjoyed it. Have a great day, buddy. And Greg, have a wonderful week. Who is that?
Yeah.
Harvey Picard. Yeah, he did. Yes. Yeah. And he, and Letterman irritated him, I think, more than he irritated Letterman, right? Wouldn't you say, Eric? It was hilarious, though. It was like TV, royalty for him being such a, crappy yet entertaining guest.
Cool.
So,
all right, thanks for coming in.
We'll talk to you.
I'll see you soon, mate. Have a good week.
You too. Bye, Graham.
Bye.